everyone, welcome to Practical Diplomacy. So sometimes when I meet an engineer, a craftsman, a doctor, etc., I tell them it's so nice to meet someone whose work is tangibly valuable. Like they literally make stuff, or in case of the doctor, they heal the sick. And this is all measurable. If you're a diplomat who cares about more than just the salary, you must have asked the question, what have I achieved today? What good did I do with my diplomatic work today? And it is a tough question sometimes. Some days can be truly discouraging. Tons of senseless administration, a never-stopping flood of emails, an ambassador that sends back your perfectly written report for rewriting, calls from headquarters from people who clearly have no idea what's going on the field, a frustrated waiting for others to submit their contributions so you can proceed. True, there will be days when you feel useless and unsatisfied. But please always remember that your profession's basic principles and goals are and will remain noble. And you can find your work's worth on many levels. I mean, we're not even talking about consular work, right? That's so obvious. Doing consular protection, you directly help people in need. We talked about this in other chapters. It is both important and useful, valuable to the extent that people directly appreciate it. Or when you are granting and giving out visas, don't forget that it can be that person's dream of many years to travel to your country, and you are facilitating it. But apart from consular work, in diplomacy, I believe it is an undeniable truth that if you move any situation towards the more peaceful, the more cooperative, the more consensus-seeking, as opposed to confrontational, competitive, and disagreeing, then you have already served not only the principles of diplomacy, but all the people concerned in a noble way. And in this sense, it doesn't matter if you did this from your own initiative or as a tiny part of the big machinery of your institution. It is valuable all the same. What I personally did time and again was that whenever I started to have such questions, like at the end of a week's grind, then I tried to take a step back mentally and went through all the ongoing activities and projects I was involved in at the embassy or elsewhere. I usually did this in the company of a large-sized hot chocolate. So I started first, intergovernmental and political lines. We are doing this and that. It practically serves as basis of a wide array of sectoral cooperation and mutual understanding. Good. Cultural diplomacy. We have this event in the making. It will spread our culture among the local audience. We will build people-to-people connections on it. Good. Education. We are offering scholarships in such and such formats. It gives amazing chances to local students, and there is no better way to build long-term contacts between nations. Good. Different sectoral projects. It connects different players from back home and the host country. They can exchange best practices and build business on it, from agriculture to science, from environmental action to research and development. Good. In a certain group within the diplomatic corps, there was a divide over some specific issue, and I did my little part to try to find consensus between the members. Good. So by the time I finished the hot chocolate, the thinking, I had a smile on my face about the whole theoretical question. Even if that week I felt that I'm struggling with certain tasks because I don't see value in those particular activities. I guess if I define diplomacy as the long-term art of human interaction, then I have to give myself, and you have to give yourself, the patience that long-term refers to execute certain projects in their entirety, to let activities run their course because results can only be harvested at the end. And the long road that leads to the conclusion is boring, bureaucratic, or full of doubts. If in the end you can evaluate that the specific activity was worth it, based on your own standards, then you're all set. Smile, have a drink or a hot chocolate, and then use this sense of fulfillment to help you through the next week's everydays. Thanks for watching. Keep promoting peace. See you in the next chapter.